let's talk about the most powerful yet forgotten melee weapon from Black Ops 4 Zombies, the Golden Spork Knife. With 4 upgrade quests consisting of the Spoon, the Golden Spork, the Golden Scalpel and the Golden Spork Knife, this could easily be called a secondary main Easter egg. Some might say this quest is tedious, overcomplicated or too much for a melee weapon, but in my opinion this isn't that bad, because the reward is so powerful. It has infinite melee damage, capable of one-hitting the warden on any round, and it comes with a random EET. So I thought it's time to show the full quest, because you may not heard about this or just don't know the most efficient way to do it in the early round 20s. Let's just start at the beginning with the setup and the way to acquire the silver spoon without wasting much of your time and staying on the lower runs. If you wanna do this without any issue, I would recommend using Winter's Veil, Dying Wish, Time Slip and Ethereal Razor as your perks. So if you keep a last zombie alive, you can activate both power switches, collect all shield parts and then build the shield while still being on round 1. This way the next round is going to be a Hellhound round, so you can collect enough souls to activate the backup punch. Then before round 4 ends, you have 2 goals: get a fully charged shield and feed all dogheads around the map so we can obtain the health retriever. Once you have both items, make your way to the warden's office, and by using the afterlight vision, you will see glowing numbers on these columns. Now you must remember the numbers, starting with the column closest to the perk machine, and then you have to spirit blast the number pad to input your numbers in the citadel tunnels. If done correctly, the cage in the middle will fall. You will then have to use another spirit blast on this voltage meter at the docks. This will raise a net out of the water with a skeleton inside it. When the crane stops moving, throwing the retriever at the net is going to break the skeleton's arm off, and you can pick up the spoon from this crate. This melee weapon kills the zombies with 1 hit up until round 13. The next up is the Golden Spork, but this requires you to have a wonder weapon of your choice, and doing the Health Redeemer is also mandatory for this quest, so you have to get that as well. I'm gonna assume you already have a pretty good idea of how to get those 2 things, but if not, you can find a link to their guides in the description. But here's a brief overview. Getting 30 zombie kills with the glowing blue tomahawk in the recreation yard near this barrel is your main objective on round 5 and 6. After hearing this howl, find the blue spectral dog head and get rid of your retriever. Usually the next Hellhound run starts on round 7, 8 or 9, when you have to spirit blast the ghost Hellhound, so you are lucky if you get 2 extra runs to prepare. But this is the perfect chance to get the Acid Get or the Magma Get, but the choice is yours because the quest is doable with both. Okay, but back to the dog run. I would recommend being near the new industries building when this starts to easily find the spectral Hellhound. And by easily, I mean starting from here, you can follow the same route and go towards the tunnel, the cafeteria, the warden's office and the docks to check all the possible spawn locations. And after killing the Hellhound, you can obtain the Health Redeemer while still being under round 10. But now it's time for the actual melee weapon upgrade, so bring the silver spoon inside the infirmary and place it inside this bathtub. You will then have to go to the roof and kill zombies using the wonder weapon. By doing so, blood will start dripping into the tub and filling it up. You need to kill enough zombies to fill the tub, and once it's full, interact with it to drain the blood. You will then have to shoot off all 4 of these yellow support hinges with a bullet weapon from the water tower, causing it to collapse. After it collapses, make your way to the catwalk and throw the retriever, or I mean the redeemer at this point, towards this tree to collect the Golden Spork. This melee weapon kills the zombies with 1 hit up until round 34. Now moving into the more exciting steps, you will need to get a total of 100 kills with the Golden Spork, but you can be anywhere on the map while doing this. The Ethereal Razor perk helps a lot with this step, especially to kill more than 1 zombie with a single swipe. After you get 100 kills, you will hear this sound effect and the tub in the new industries building will be filled with blood. You have to interact with the tub and the skeleton hand then will rise and take your Golden Spork. So by losing the very weapon we worked on thus far, it's time to collect 3 colored rocks by throwing the Health Redeemer at them. A red rock is in the corner of the roof outside of the warden's house, a green one is outside of the library if you look through this window, and the blue rock is in the same net you get this spoon from. Once all 3 have been collected, place them under the corresponding trap and get 100 kills at each of the locations. The red rock goes beside the spin trap in the new industries building, the green goes under the acid trap in the cafeteria, and the blue rock goes inside the blade trap in the warden's office. So I would start with the blade trap to get the kills because this might be the hardest to finish on a higher run. Just train zombies inside the cafeteria, bring the horde to the trap and activate it. You can even crawl under to get more kills, and you will know you are done when the stone breaks and turns into a small gem that you can pick up. This usually takes about 5 trap uses. Next I would do the acid trap because the cafeteria is already a good training spot for the zombies and you can buy the trap on your way out. This trap usually takes about 4 uses. I would save the new industry spin trap for the last because this is by far the easiest. All you have to do is make a loop around the building to gather zombies, activate the trap and stand in this corner since the zombies will ignore you. This final trap again usually takes about 4 uses. So once you got all 3 gems, you must use the fast travel inside the cafeteria. When you exit, turn around and throw your redeemer at this golden nugget. The golden nugget should land on the floor so you can collect it. Then all you have to do is place everything inside the forge in the new industries building and pick up the golden scalpel. Just like the previous upgrade, this is a one-hit kill weapon up until round 34. But now we reach the final part of this video because we are only one step away from getting the most powerful melee weapon in the game. But this step requires you to again give the golden scalpel to the skeleton hand in the bathtub. Then make your way to the number pad in the Citadel tunnels and input 666. If done correctly, a warden will spawn. You can wait for a normal warden to spawn, but this method is much faster and safer if you save a zombie at the end of the round. So you have to lure the warden inside the catwalk where you can find Cell de Lucas prison number pierced with a knife. This is a hint that you need to melee the warden to death near the sign. The Winter's Veil perk helps slow down the last zombie until you finish this step, and if you let the warden to activate your dying wish and you have Ethereal Razor, you can finish him off with only 2 or 3 hits. You will know you did it correctly when the paper with the prison number falls to the ground. Now all you have to do is return to the tub and interact with it to get the golden sport knife from the friendly skeleton hand. So from now on you can one hit the warden on any round, and it seems you also get a random EET on the sport knife. In my game it was the napalm burst as seen in the footage. And I bet after watching this you have at least one question: is this really worth doing? My answer depends on what you wanna do. If you seek a challenge or gonna do a high ground, absolutely yes. I mean, the one-hit warden kills are already pretty OP. But if you wanna do the main easter egg or just casually goof around the map killing some zombies, this side easter egg might not be for you. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this video, so thank you all so much for watching and see you in the next one.